what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Rashida. That was beautiful.
It's so nice to be with you. I want to observe those 3 rules of public speaking. Be short, be sweet, and be gone. I only have 3 points that I want to make. First of all, can you give a big round of applause to all the organizers of today's event? They've done such a lovely job with a big turnout. And I was just wandering through the booths, and I saw friends from the community who just came in, and you welcomed them to be exposed to the masjid and, of course, the events of today. The second point I want to make is please give a round of applause to all the dignitaries who have come here to grace the occasion. There's so many of them, I can't name all of them. However, I think it's a big mark of respect for you and the community and the masjid that they took precious time out of their busy schedules to be here. The third and final point is Happy Women's Empowerment Day. And in my household, the woman of the household is the boss. So I'd like to say Happy Bosses Day. But in all seriousness, I think what you're doing is just tremendous. I see so many businesses that have been founded by women that are showcasing their products and services. I see, so many young women and girls who are participating today, and that's very important because we want them to feel fully empowered and to be fully empowered. So what you're doing is tremendous, and I just want to say, in me, please count me as an ally and resource and partner for everything that you're doing. I think that's my signal to perhaps. Oh, there's a drone. Very interesting. Okay. Well, in any case, it's lovely to be with you. I like to close with my favorite saying, which is that yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. And so I'm honored and blessed to be with you here to celebrate you, the Dawoodi Bohra community, which is such a strong part of our world community and certainly our community in Illinois. Thank you so much and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman. We appreciate your time. For our next speaker, I'd like to introduce one of our own community members. His name is Mansoor Barochwala. Mansoor is actually one of our internal PR committee members, but also Assistant Attorney General working under Kwame Raoul. Mansoor?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. On behalf of the Dawoodi Bohra community of Chicago, I am honored that you have joined us today to take part in our Mashtal program. Thank you all for coming. What is Mashtal? The word Mashtal in Arabic means nursery, a place for budding, young businesses to grow, and for them to prosper. Today we brought together 88 businesses from across the globe and hundreds of attendees. Whether it's opening up a Montessori, providing tax services, making beauty products, or even creating home goods, each woman here today brings her unique talent to this event. Maulatana Khadija, the wife of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was a successful businesswoman in her own right. During her time, she controlled one of the most important caravan trade routes in the region and a vast network of businesses. I want you to imagine, this was over 1,400 years ago. And to this day, the Dawoodi Bohra community worldwide and the Dawoodi Bohra women community worldwide continue to draw on her inspiration, her strength, and her entrepreneurial spirit. Today we bring this spirit to light at this Mashtal with the benedictions and blessings of the head of our community, His Holiness Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin. Throughout our history, the Dawoodi Bohras have placed a very high value on providing equal access to education for men and for women, and encouraging both to be successful in business. We are happy to share with you all that our talented women entrepreneurs have brought to this event. With a flourishing global marketplace and online access to goods and services, today there are many opportunities for entrepreneurs to expand their reach locally, nationally, and even globally. As you walk around the expo outside, we encourage you to explore all the stalls and talk to all of our vendors and learn more about their vision for their business. The ladies amongst our VIP guests today will take home a scarf or a stole designed by Happy Threads, which is a community-based initiative for women under the guidance of Dr. Jorata Sharaf Ai Sahiba, the wife of Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin, His Holiness. She has spearheaded various programs to uplift and empower the lives of talented, skilled, and hardworking women, and to give them the recognition that they deserve. Happy Threads works with women from many villages and towns in India to achieve economic and social sustainability through their craft. Mashtal, this event, is one of those initiatives. Such expos are regularly held in India or the UAE. Most recently, we had one in Orange County. Today, I am proud that we are having one here in DuPage County in the state of Illinois, the first in the Midwest, and we hope to make it a reoccurring event. And we hope that all of you can continue to join us on this reoccurring event. As enterprising members of society, the participants of Mashtal and others like them contribute to the economies and upliftments of the towns, cities, and countries in which they do business. Love of one's country is a message that His Holiness reiterates on a regular basis. As you stroll through the expo outside, you will see this philosophy instilled in every single thing that we do. We are committed to finding ways to give back to society and create sustainability in our lives under the umbrella of Project Rise. Project Rise is a global organization focused on uplifting the lives of vulnerable people through disaster relief, protecting the environment, providing food and health, water, and sanitization to those that need it most. Most recently, Project Rise has been involved in efforts to provide flood relief in Pakistan, beach cleanups in India, and wildlife support in Africa. They have also provided efforts to battle food insecurity here in our homeland, the United States. We are heavily focused on sustainability and have taken steps both locally and globally to reduce, reuse, recycle as much as we can. The Dawoodi Bohra community is known worldwide for its business acumen and its ethics, and for adhering to the principles of our faith, of which His Holiness continues to repeat, love of one's country is our primary edict. We are proud to be citizens of the US. It is indeed the land of opportunity, which is evidenced outside in those tents, and we are dedicated to its peace and its progress. As we look forward to the future, we must also remember our past. Tomorrow is September 11th. Let us take a moment to reflect and remember with sorrow the events of 9/11 and pray for all of those who lost so much on that day, and pray for all of those who have lost so much ever since. for all those that have suffered from the senseless acts of violence throughout the world. I welcome everyone to bow their head at this time. Thank you all for joining us. I will allow someone else to speak. I think I took more time than Raja. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mansoor. On that same closing note, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Nafisa Degani. Nafisa bin, if you would please stand for a moment.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that acknowledgement. But more than that, thank you for the invitation to be with all of you today. I really want to thank my friends of over 30 years, Fatima and Siraj, wherever they might be. We have a sea of folks here. So, well, there's Siraj and there's Fatima. I've known these folks for a very, very long time, and I so appreciate them inviting me to celebrate with you today. While I have a resolution that I'd like to present to you today, I'm not going to read it. I listened to my good friend, Congressman Christian Morphy. Did he leave already? And he talked about being seated and all those kinds of things, so I don't want to speak very long. But, you know, I wanted to be here for your celebration today. These kinds of celebrations where we all come together, we join hands, we break bread, it's so important today. There's a lot going on out there in the world, but the one thing that we have to strive for is peace. Peace, a simple word, but it seems like it's tough for us to get there. So as I go to my seat, I wish all of you peace today. From me, from the Cook County Clerk's Office, as we continue to do the job of trying to make things work better, expand languages and access to the ballot, and make sure you get the documents that you need that are so important to you. So with that, I bid you peace. Thank you.
Just wanted to acknowledge a few people. State Representative and House Leader Jim Durkin was here earlier. He was not able to wait for the event, but we want to thank him for his time. Ms. Madison Signer from Congressman Sean Castan's office is here as well. Thank you for coming. Mayor of Glendale Heights, Chaudhry Kokar is here as well, and Mayor of Willowbrook, Frank Trilla. Thank you for your time. So now that Cook County's had its turn, I think it's time to bring it back to DuPage. Our next speaker is a current board member of DuPage County and is a candidate for DuPage County Chairman coming up here in November. As many of you may know, we here in Chicago are trying to host the Ashura Mubaraka gathering here in Chicago. And Greg and the rest of DuPage County have shown us incredible support in hosting that event. So please join me in welcoming Greg Hart to the stage.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome. It really is an honor to be here. And as your current District 3 board member and someone who's running for chairman, I just want to say how thrilled we are to be in attendance, but more importantly, how thrilled we are to have this community in DuPage County. You are part of the fabric of what makes our community great. We're a vibrant community, and I look forward to supporting you through all the capacities that I have as a board member and as your chairman. But today I'm here to talk a little bit about what we can do together and the focus of this event, which is the empowerment of entrepreneurialism. And I think it's fantastic that we're having a women's entrepreneur event sponsored by this community today. You know, all of us, when we think about what motivates us into public service, I would venture to guess for everyone in this room, it's really the advancement of opportunity for our own children and our families. And that's ultimately what all of us want. We want our kids to be able to get opportunity to employment, have opportunity to receive a quality education, and hopefully not have to have their families move away from the communities that we all love. And it really starts at home within our own social networks, our faith-based communities like this, to really teach that and spread it. And I want to commend you for doing that today. And one of the things that I think we can work together on through the County of DuPage and with this community is to continue to expand opportunity for small business owners, for women business owners, minority business owners. I think there's a lot more we can do in that regard, and I look forward to working with you to help achieve that in DuPage County. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the kind welcome, and I look forward to attending and working with you all for years to come. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Some more acknowledgements here. So DuPage County Forest Preserve Commissioner Linda Painter, thank you for coming. DuPage County Board Candidate Sabah Haider. Water Reclamation Commissioner and Cook County Commissioner Candidate Josina Marita, thank you for coming. So up next here, the safety of our community and the families, who live within it is a paramount issue for all of us, and we're constantly thinking about it. Our next speaker plays a critical role in ensuring that DuPage County remains a safe place to live. It's my honor to welcome DuPage County Sheriff James Mendrick.
Hello, how are you doing today? I do have an outdoor voice, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for having me out here today. Happy Women's Empowerment Day. I mean, this is great. In my culture, my profession, women are like gold bars. We can't get enough female deputies, so hey, we are hiring. I say that partially facetiously, but I'm not. I am hiring both men and women, so anybody. And that's another thing. We want to make our police culture more diverse too. The more people I have that are diverse backgrounds in our police agency makes our police agency richer, stronger, more understanding, more receptive. It does all of those things. I've been a cop for 26 years, and this was my starting beat. I worked right here at Midnights. I probably spent 100 hours in this parking lot writing police reports. And we have done a lot with this community for as long as I know. And you know what I love about this community more than like so many others too is, with police, a cop can do something wrong in a faraway state and then all of a sudden we're all bad guys for a while with society. That's never happened with you guys. You guys have been with law enforcement. You've been one of the most pro-law enforcement communities I've ever worked with. And this, I'm talking 26 years of police experience. You've always treated us like gold. Even my guys out there, the deputies that are directing traffic right now, they're grinning ear to ear. They're happy to be here working with you because of how well you treat us. So it only stands to reason the police are going to come to the places that they're like. So thank you so much for all your support, including us. I mean, we want to be, and we'll be here with you. The big event that you're planning, we'll be there right there beside you. You'll have all of our resources. We will always be assisting you. You are our area, and we are so happy to have a community. Because another thing, I got to say, as a policeman, we have to look at things too as where we have to concentrate efforts. All of our efforts that we concentrate here are positive. You guys don't have any internal, easiest way to say it, you have very low crime. You don't seem to commit any crime out here. So, I mean, you're a fantastic law-abiding society that loves law enforcement, and we love you. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting me here. Happy Women's Empowerment Day, and I am dead serious. We have an app, Sheriff's Office app. We're hiring big time.
Thank you, Sheriff Mendrick. I'd like to acknowledge Downers Grove Township Assessor Greg Boltz, Avon Township Supervisor Michelle Bowman, Oakbrook Trustee Asif Youssef, Oakbrook Trustee Suresh Reddy, Naperville Councilwoman Teresa Sullivan, Morton Grove Trustee Sabah Khan, and Gurnee Trustee Quinn O'Brien. Now, to round out our tour of DuPage County, we'd like to welcome an individual who has committed over 30 years serving DuPage County. Like Sheriff Mendrick, he plays a critical role in protecting our community. Please welcome to the stage State Attorney Bob Berlin.
Well, thank you all very much. I'm really honored to be here and want to thank all the organizers of this Mashtal. I do want to wish everyone a happy Women's Empowerment Day and also share with you that my chief of criminal, my chief of civil, the director of my children's center are all women. 4 of my 6 first chairs in the felony trial division are women, and over 60% of all of the attorneys in my office are women. So I firmly believe in empowering women in their careers and in businesses, and have done everything to foster that. But my job, along with the sheriff, is to keep this community safe. And we can't do that. I can't do my job without all of your help and your faith in law enforcement and your belief in the criminal justice system that we are doing things right. We need people in the community to believe in what we're doing and to help us do our jobs, and we know we have to earn that. And we have to earn that by being professional and treating everyone with respect. And I want to assure you, we worked very hard at that, and assure you that we will do everything to protect all of you and the rest of the community. The law applies evenly to everyone, and we make sure that we enforce it here in this county, because by doing that, we keep everybody safe. Unfortunately, it's happened here in DuPage. Obviously, it's happened across the state and the country. We have seen a rise in bias-motivated crimes, crimes committed against the African American community, the Muslim community, the Jewish community, the Asian community. But I just want to tell everyone we take those very seriously. We arrest people, we prosecute them, and we hold them responsible. Because by doing that, we send the message that everyone has a right to feel safe wherever you live. No matter your religion, your background, or whatever walk of life you're from, we all just want to be safe. And I can assure you that along with the sheriff and along with all our law enforcement professionals, we will continue doing everything we can to keep all of you safe. So a happy Women's Empowerment Day, and thank you all for this invitation.
Thank you, Mr. Berlin. Wanted to acknowledge our dear friends from the Shia Imami Ismaili community, President Imran Datwani and Mrs. Datwani, as well as our dear friend Saruddin Nurani. Also our dear neighbors surrounding us here, the Mecca Center Community Macedonian Church and the Wat Buddha Dhamma Center. So this concludes our ceremony for today. We want to keep it fairly short, give you some more time to enjoy the rest of the complex here. So I thank you all for attending, giving us your time. Please join us in supporting our business owners by going through the expo floor outside, and make sure you grab a bite to eat.
Thank you for attending this amazing event. And thank you for the consulate for being here today. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Project Rise, which is a Dawoodi Bohra global initiative. And its purpose is to uplift the community. We have a local chapter in Chicago established. We have over 21 delivery leaders, one more, ranging from an outreach lead, project managers, and project liaisons. Over the course of this year, we've executed on 12 different initiatives, ranging from working with amazing organizations such as, one more, the Outreach House, which is located in Lombard, Illinois, a neighboring town next to Willowbrook. This amazing organization serves the homeless within its communities. We also worked with Little City Foundation, where my mom supported for 11 years as a house manager. We were able to wrap over 250 gifts for 80 children with mentally handicapped disabilities. I was able to attend Little City when the children opened the gifts, and there was tears flowing through their eyes when they opened the gifts. We also serving the Masjid Garden Project, where we've had over 200 pounds of produce that was given to different organizations around the area. We've also done work with children in different schools, one of which is Gover Middle School. We pack supplies for those different schools. I want to pass the mic over to one of my teammates, Project Manager Mufaddal Burhani, who is going to talk a little bit about the Pakistani flood relief. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Shehzad Bhai. So I think we all know about the global crisis that Pakistan faces today, but I just wanted to provide some context to that situation. So currently, Pakistan is having severe flooding throughout the region caused by global warming. 33 million people have been affected by the floods. That's 1 in 7 people in Pakistan being affected by the floods. 1/3 of Pakistan is currently underwater, which is equivalent to the state of Texas, plus parts of Oklahoma being flooded. And last, there's over 5 million people in dire need of food and water. So what is Project Rise doing about this situation? So Project Rise has committed to donating food and water to help those people in need. So Project Rise globally has been raising funds for this. The chapter in Chicago has raised over $13,000 for this fund and has sent that money already to Pakistan. We are currently launching our second campaign in order to increase those donations. So if you are able today, you can donate via Zelle by Zelling treasure@chicagojamaat.org with the memo of Pakistan Relief Fund, or you can drop off payment or check to Shehzad Karbaidwala. If you have any questions, please ask me or Shehzad after the event. And then we just wanted to thank all the people who were involved in organizing the Mashtal event. It was a great event, and we really appreciate you allowing us to speak at the event as well. So thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you, Shehzad and Mufaddal. At this time, we'll invite the Consul General himself up to the stage here to say a few words regarding the flood relief effort.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I'm really thankful to organizers, Shireen Saiba, Amir Saab, all others who have contributed in this event and whole program Mashtal. And I am told that this has been this was also, this is not the first time, it was previously also organized in other cities. But I would really like to appreciate the two themes, one business and then women. Both are critically important for us. And I think when we see as a Muslim, we see the Prophet, the wife of Prophet Khatija, she is doing business, and so whenever I encounter Bohra community members, I'm really fascinated that on one way they are really seems very dedicated in performing religious duties and on the other hand, they are very much involved in the businesses. So I think it's really a great thing. I really appreciate, I commend this spirit. And this is not my first time interaction with the Bohra community. I remember we had many interactions, even Sayyidina Mufaddal Saab. I was lucky to hear and to go and attend the conferences which were addressed by Sayyidina also. And I also remember when in my daily posting, we had organized a large number of people going from Pakistan, from India to Pakistan, around 15,000 they attended. So not only that, in a so large number from India, the Bohra community attended the program in Karachi, but it also helped in a big way the opening, because that was the period when there was due to the Pakistan, it was the peak of the war against Pakistan, war on terror. And the situation improved a lot after that. But I think that event really contributed very positively in reopening Pakistan. So I'm always thankful to Bohra community and Sayyidina for making this a success. Similarly, I think women empowerment It's a very important thing. And you know, the government of Pakistan is always take it very seriously. Successive governments took critical steps that empowered women in Pakistan. We have legislations, we have participation of women at every level. And I think much more is needed. But I think your program here really, and your entrepreneurial efforts, the women involving in all those business activity, organizing program would go a long way. So I really appreciate all efforts that has been made here. And I'm really very thankful to you for also raising the flood relief things. In fact, yesterday I could not attend your event because I was I had to attend a fundraising event on floods in Pakistan in St. Louis. But I made it clear to even there that I highlighted the flood situations, and I would like to use this platform as well. This is quite an unusual crisis. This is a very tough time. As you mentioned, I don't need to give you a statistic again, every one of you is aware of. But its cause is climate change. The United Nations Secretary General, who is in Pakistan, he recognized that these are not Pakistani people have nothing to do with the climate change, because they are just contributing 0.4% of the global greenhouse gases. But they are bearing the brunt of all climate change. So what happened that first the temperatures rose to a very high, then there was a more moisture, and then a lot of precipitations. The coastal area had in some areas had even the 10 and 15 times more rain than the usual rain. So all this really wreaked havoc in Pakistan. So it's just a relief and rescue operation, but it's a long process. There would be next phase will be the rehabilitations of the millions of people who are displaced, and then a very lengthy phase of reconstruction. The initial estimates says it would be the cost would be more than $30 billion US. So I think it's the international community responsibility to come forward and help Pakistan come out of this great natural disaster. And I often say it's the Pakistani American community, Muslims community, and especially the Bohra community, who is also some of you are among the best entrepreneurs in your fields, and you're contributing in a big way. And I'm sure you are already contributing in this endeavor, the flood relief and humanitarian assistance. But I would like to use this platform to appeal all of you to come forward and continue playing a bigger role to help the victims of flood victims in Pakistan. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity, and I really appreciate, I am very glad and delighted to come here and see this is a great center, and Bohra community in Pakistan is very vibrant as well, and they are playing very constructive and productive role, and we see your more and more role in making Pakistan successful in every field. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Council General. First and foremost, on behalf of the Dawoodi Bohra community of Chicago, I would like to re-welcome our esteemed guest, the Consul General of Pakistan, Mr. Tariq Karim, and his wife, who's also joined us. We're honored that you come commemorate the closing ceremony of the Mashtal Business Expo here. In the winding moments of this expo, we'll look to recap some of the accomplishments and some of the effort that went into making this event such a huge success. Over 50 committee members, most of them women, were involved in organizing this effort, and several committees formed to distribute what was an immense amount of work to make this event successful. So some of them that I'll mention here: decor, food, accommodations, IT and AV, PR, marketing, sponsorships, infrastructure and construction, flow management, and many, many more. Because Mashtal is an international event, the core committee here was in constant communication with the International Mashtal Committee, which is based overseas, under the guidance of Shehzadi Hussaina bin Saab, who is the sister of His Holiness Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin, and her daughter Fatima bin Saab Fakhruddin, who is herself here with us today in our presence. The team worked tirelessly to promote this event through various channels: social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, flyers. WGN News, in fact, also featured this event. Word of mouth was, of course, a big source of it. Outreach to other Dawoodi Bohra Jamaats around the United States and overseas. A mobile app specifically was developed to help promote and organize this event as well, which is a huge accomplishment that will be used in future Mashtal events as well. Over 80 stalls, which hopefully you'll have a chance to go out and see these stalls as well, of which 40 of them were about local vendors, 12 of them from out of the country, from India, Pakistan, and other locations around the world, and 30 outside of Illinois, so within the United States. The team also organized a kids' corner play area, which is very helpful for those vendors who brought their children here, or those attendees who brought their children who wanted to have some time to actually appreciate the expo without too much distraction. In addition to the expo, there were several seminars which were held here in this location, focused on topics ranging from mental health, professional career development, tax planning, benefits of nursing, overcoming exhaustion, aesthetics and aging, as well as others. And last but not least, yesterday afternoon, we were honored to hold our VIP reception. Of course, your presence was very much missed, but we are honored that you're here with us today. Amongst those dignitaries, just some that I'll mention: Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy, State Representative and House Leader Jim Durkin, Mayor of Willowbrook Frank Trilla, Mayor of Bandel Heights Chaudhry Khokar, Cook County Clerk Karen Yarbrough, DuPage County Councilman Greg Hart, DuPage County State's Attorney Bob Berlin, and DuPage County Sheriff James Bendrick. So with that, I would like to now take a moment to have Amil Saab present you with a gift, as well as your wife, and a ceremonial shawl. And then after that, we'd love for you to actually take a tour of the expo outside.